Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha Singh, and in today's video we will be discussing about the topic of prior approval. So is prior approval needed before investigation goes on for any public official with regard to the corruption case? So what is prior approval and why is it in news? So about the points of discussion, first we'll be looking at the news, then about the prior approval requirement, why is it required and what are the reasons for its requirement, what are the challenge to this provision, then previous approval in Supreme Court, that are before this case any other cases are there with regard to the prior approval in Supreme Court, and in the end prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, that is polity section. What can be important is knowing about what is prior approval and where is it mentioned. So the news talks about what is prior approval and why is it needed before investigating public officials accused of corruption. So first of all, what is prior approval? Then investigation. So before investigating any public official for corruption cases, prior approval is needed. Now from whom the prior approval is needed? So as of now what is going on is that the Honorable Supreme Court has delivered a split verdict. Now first of all you should know what is a split verdict. Now split verdict means, now imagine that in Supreme Court there are two judges, first one and second, and now it means that even number of judges are there and now they have to give a verdict. So first judge gives the verdict in favor of something and the second judge gives the verdict in against of something. Now the verdict is split, so any conclusion is not reached. So in this case it is called split verdict. So on the case of former Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu's plea with regard to an FIR, that is the first information report. So Chandrababu Naidu has plead to quash the FIR in the alleged case of skill development scam. So in the case of skill development scam, there is an FIR which is filed against the former Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, that is Chandrababu Naidu. So he has appealed that FIR should be quashed. So in that case the Supreme Court has delivered a split verdict. It means that both the judges have given different verdicts. So no conclusion has been reached. So the question that arose out of this was whether to seek previous approval from the state government before conducting an inquiry. Now it was seen that before conducting any inquiry with regard to the public official, with regard to the corruption cases, that prior approval is needed or not. So that is what prior approval is. Prior approval means, prior means before, approval means asking something and then getting it approved. So before investigating a public official with regard to the corruption cases, it has been said, the question that has arisen is that before going and asking the question or investigating the public official with regard to corruption cases, prior approval should be taken from the central government or the state government. So this is what the question is. Then there are two justice with regard to the split verdict. So those justice has said that, first one is Justice Bose, that prior approval was necessary, which the CID did not have when it opened the inquiry. So first justice or the first judge is saying that prior approval is necessary, it should be taken, but before going and opening the inquiry the CID did not had the prior approval. While on the other hand the other judge talked about that it was necessary to seek approval only. See, approval is necessary only to investigate offences committed after 2018. So both the judges are saying that, first one is saying that it is necessary and second one is saying it is necessary but only in the cases which are committed after 2018. So our specific date is mentioned. Now let's see that about prior approval. Now about prior approval, as I told you that getting approval from the state government or the central government before investigating a public official with regard to the corruption case. So this is specifically with regard to the corruption case which we are talking now. So in the year 2003, what happened is that the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act 1946. So the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act 1946, and this act is popular and is famous because it governs many other agencies also, like for example CBI, that is the Central Bureau of Investigation. So the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act was amended in the year 2003. So this act was amended and a new section was added, and that was section 6A. So section 6A was added, and section 6A talked about that it required to seek approval. Approval was required from the central government before investigating allied offences under the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988. So it was said under section 6A that prior approval is required from the central government before investigating any public official under the Prevention of Corruption Act. So prior approval was required. It was said after amending the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act, it was said under section 6A. And if the employee in question held a rank higher than Joint Secretary, so prior approval required, yes, from central government, yes, under Prevention of Corruption Act, if the person is booked and the official has to be in rank higher than the Joint Secretary. So it means that the public official which is involved in this case has to be of a very high rank, higher than the Joint Secretary. And then Supreme Court struck down this requirement in the year 2014. Then in the year 2014, section 6A was struck down, and then in the year 2018, 4 years after it was struck down, in the year 2018, PCA, that is Prevention of Corruption Act, it was amended and section 17A was added. So now Prevention of Corruption Act, under it section 17A was added in the year 2018. And section 17A talked about that if a public servant commits an offence under the Prevention of Corruption Act while discharging their official duties, it means that while the person is on duty and if he or she commits any crime or offence with regard to the Prevention of Corruption Act, then investigators must receive approval from the central or state government. Then they will receive approval from the central or state government or a competent authority to open an inquiry or investigation. So if any public official is discharged with regard to discharging their official duties, commits an offence, then the investigators will receive an approval from the central government and the state government or a competent authority to open an inquiry or investigation. It means that then the approval will be given. Now there is a challenge which has been given on this procedure or on this provision, and that is in the year 2018 an NGO named Center for Public Interest Litigation, it challenged the constitutionality of the previous approval requirement. So they talked about that the previous approval requirement, it means that the requiring of the approval from the authority, they challenged about its constitutionality. Then they said that it would be extremely difficult to determine if an offence was committed by a public official when the public official is on duty. So it is difficult and it is extremely difficult to determine that whether while the public official is on duty, to see that whether he or she has committed the crime or not while they were discharging their duties. And this would place the burden on police officers, and investigating agencies would in effect protect corrupt official, because when the public official is discharging his or her duties, and while discharging the duties to see whether the person has committed the crime or not becomes very difficult, and then getting the approval with regard to that crime or that case of corruption becomes all the more difficult because the person is in office. So getting the approval is difficult. And then what will be the case and what will be the difficulty? The difficulty will be with regard to the police officers who are on duty and investigating agencies, because then the corrupt officials will not be caught because they are sitting on their chair, because they are already working, and the levels of corruption would rise. Instead of the level of corruption coming down, the level of corruption will increase. And now previous approval in Supreme Court, that before this case, was this point of previous approval reached Supreme Court or not? So this is not the first time that the topic of prior approval or previous approval has reached the Supreme Court. So before this, in the CBI versus RR Kishore case, it was said that the officials cannot claim immunity under section 6A. So it was said that under section 6A, the officials cannot claim immunity even if the offense was committed before this provision was struck down. It means that the time when the provision was struck down, as we talked about, so it was during the time of 2003 that the act was amended and section 6A was included, and then in the year 2018 PCA amended again. So in the year 2018, so it was said that officials cannot claim immunity under section 6A, and 6A talked about that prior approval was needed even if the offense was committed before this provision was struck down. Now if this provision was struck down in the year 2018, so if any crime has been committed before 2018, then on the basis of that crime also the official cannot claim immunity. It means that if any case is registered before 2018, it means retrospective before 2018, then also the person or the official can be given the notice. Then in the year 2018, former Delhi Police Commissioner was being investigated for allegedly accepting bribes, and there was no need for prior approval to lodge an FIR. So in that case, it was said that prior approval was not needed, and this was in the year 2018. But recently what has happened is, in the year 2023, what has happened is that officials cannot claim immunity under section 6A even if the offense was committed before this provision was struck down. So just because the provision came in the year 2018, anyone who is on public official duty and is booked under PCA, that is Prevention of Corruption Act, that official can be booked. Now in the end, a prelims MCQ, and this is a PYQ of the year 2017, and I've kept this question so that you understand the scenario on which the UPSC is asking question. So that is with reference to the Prohibition of Benami Property Transaction Act 1988, consider the following statements. So even though this is about Prohibition of Benami Property Transaction Act, the question can be asked on other things also. Like the question can be asked on the Prevention of Corruption Act, the question can be asked on prior approval. So there are three statements. First one talks about a property transaction is not treated as a Benami transaction if the owner of the property is not aware of the transaction. Second, properties held Benami are liable for confiscation by the government. Third, the Act provides for 3 authorities for investigations but does not provide for any appellate mechanism. You have to talk about the correct statements, and the codes are 1 only, 2 only, 1 and 3 only, 2 and 3 only. So give me the answer in the comment section, and till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the Drishti IAS English channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.